Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Freeman again, a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the Chargers' 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Whip.
2nd down and goal. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
44.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Push it back. Spoke over Mike. Spoke over.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second and very short, Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line. Line of scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Anderson. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Hunter Henry brings it in. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Hey, come on. Hey, let's
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's... down at the 42.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. 44. Hey, watch this. 22. Jet cover. 44.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. on second down. Here's Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready, get ready, get ready. Right, 49. Silver. 54, south.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
20.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready, right 25. 49. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got Smith here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help that.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run. Devontae Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
$50, 57, come on. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check that. 61, matchbox, white. Hey, 59, ready.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
25. Check. Ready to go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. They find some open field here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Here we go, dude. All day, defense, all day.
Here's Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Slam.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check, 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 check.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, look at that. Fights loose. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In your face.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, able to avoid him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Ty Long now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan, man open. That's Calvin Ridley. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Ryan now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football.